Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you're new to the page, join the family by hitting the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. There's a lot to talk about today. Let's just get right into it, okay? So if you want to stay up to date and hear what's really going on, there's a lot of great pages out there. I suggest that you add me to those, all right? Let's go right to it. Look. Last night, Apple and Amazon both reported. We could see that Amazon absolutely tanked, and Apple went red when the report came, and it is up 2% today. So I'm letting you know right now that I am buying. I just bought a couple of shares of Apple. Could go lower, but it's showing some strength here with the market absolutely tanking today. Okay, we're just gonna go right through these, right? So let's look at what's going on right now. Look at this, good people. The Dow is down another 2%. Another 2%. Absolutely tanking. The NASDAQ down 400. I'm sorry. The Dow, 2%. The Dow is down 800. I think it was down 900 points. So the NASDAQ down 409 points. And as we can see, the S&P is down also. So and this is a continuation from yesterday. Let's look at the 5-day. Look at that. The Dow is down 1,000 points, but it's actually worse than that. Let me get rid of that. It's actually worse than that. If you look at the Dow, over the between yesterday's fall and today's fall, you're talking about 1,700 points, 4.25% for the Dow. Okay, so it is tanking. It is selling off. So what's going on? What's driving all of this? Well, here's one of the things: fear of U.S. recession rattles global markets as tech shares fall. Not only are tech shares falling, but this is actually tech. Semiconductors are literally just taking a bloodbath, all right? So global markets are actually selling off also, right? And so that's not good. One of the things that happened was jobs, and the jobs are showing that the market is slowing down. In the Nvidia call, Nvidia was saying that the customer's more cautious now. They're not spending as much. Not in Nvidia, I'm sorry, in Amazon. So they're not ordering. They said they're distracted with the Olympics and the presidential rates. And on top of that, they're being more picky with their money and spending less money, the consumer. So let's listen to this report.
What keeps coming in, Rick?
The under wins. The under wins for the July jobs report. Non-farm payrolls comes in at 114,000. 114,000. Of course, that is the lightest level going back to minus 243,000, which was Dece of 2020 in the pandemic-affected months, of course. Now, if we look at the unemployment rate moved up to 4.3. Moved up to 4.3. That is the warmest it's been since October of 21. October of 21. And if we look at revisions, I should bring that out rather quickly. We see that last month's non-farm moved from 206,000 down to 179,000. Now, let's look at average hourly earnings month over month, up 0.2, 1/10 lighter than both rearview mirror and windshield. If we look at up 0.2, that is the lightest. It equals April. You have to go to February to find a smaller number when it was up 1/10. Let's take a macro and go year over year on average hourly earnings, also coming in light, 3.6. 3.7 was expected. 3.9 in the rearview mirror becomes 3.8. 3.6 going into the Wayback Machine. You have to go all the way back to May of 21 when it was 2.3. So big drops there. Weekly average work week for all employees comes in at 34.2. We also lost a tenth there. Week shortened a little bit. 34.2 equals where we started the year out in January. To find a smaller work week, you have to go to March of 2020 when it was 34, right on the nose. Now, let's look at the participation rate. This is always important. And good news here, we're expanding, we're pulling some more in, 62.7. That equals where we were in April. To find a higher number, you go to November last year at 62.8. And finally, U3 was 4.3. U6, the underemployment rate, moves to 7.8. That is a huge jump from 7.4. I'm going to have to go in the Wayback Machine here. 7.8 would be the highest underemployment rate, U6, since it was 8.1 in October of 21. We see that this weak data joins other weak data in pushing yields down.
So just a mountain of bad news. Unemployment rose. Now remember, there was talk of a soft landing, and now that is looking like it's off the table because we had a strong job market. That was one of the things that the Fed was waiting on to start to lower interest rates, right? So now I'm almost positive he's going to be cutting interest rates, okay? So here's why that this is actually negative news. Yeah, it's positive for interest rate cuts, but it makes the market go down because it's showing that Americans are losing jobs, okay? And I know it could be a bit confusing why the Fed does what he does, but he will start to lower interest rates, right? And if the jobs start really falling, instead of 25 basis points, he may just go to 50 basis point on his first rate cut, I believe now in September. Okay, so this changes everything. Now he could cut 3 times instead of 2 times this year, or he can do a 50 instead of 25 on the rate cuts, right? Then we have gold hitting an all-time high, which is what normally happens when there's recession fear. Okay, gold forecast, bull take action. You see here, and you got the geopolitical tension that's going on. All right, wars and rumors of wars are not good for the market. Now, I had a buy order set on some Nvidia, and I had a buy order set that I was letting the Patreon know, Stock Squad Patreon, that I had a buy order set for 101. Well, it hit 101.74, and I just bought. I just started buying in this range, okay? And it's still set, and I'm shooting this early. It could revisit the 101. I know some people have a buy order at 100, on Nvidia psychologically, but sometimes if you have a limit order set or a buy order set, sometimes you don't want to be penny wise and dollar foolish. Sometimes you leave room and just buy where it is. And I let the family know that I was buying at 102 and 103. Okay. And this is still not bad to buy now. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, but I just believe that this, look at that, 12% over the month. So we've been falling. 5 of that just been over the week. But I still believe that Nvidia has room to grow. And if you're long, this will provide a buying opportunity. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm just showing you what I'm buying. All right. And so I'm going to show you 3 stock that I am buying that I bought today, but I'm not buying heavy. All right. So before I do that, I want you guys to know about Stock Up You. Stock Up You is where I tell you guys my psychology and everything I do, how I make these trades, swing trades, and long-term investments. I show you everything. And yes, we have crypto in there, but I have a psychology trading portion in Stock Up You. That's going to be the top link below. Stop playing with your money, invest in yourself first, and then learn. So what I'm going to tell you is this, right? You know what? Let me show you what I'm buying first, and then I'm going to give a closing conclusion. These are some of the stock that I'm buying today. I bought very small amounts of. I bought some Apple. I bought some Apple yesterday, and I bought some this morning. And then I'm actually buying some Starbucks. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to buy some Starbucks now. Because on a day like today, Starbucks is showing some strength, and Apple, of course, is showing strength. And Nvidia is just in a buy range for me on a day like today, a day where you have indices selling off like this. It's just showing a little strength. And at some point, of course, this is consumer driven, and all of this is consumer driven. But Starbucks and Nvidia are key consumer indexes, if you ask me, what the consumer is buying, like McDonald's, right? And so we see where things going on. So I'm going to give you a word of caution. If you are into a short-term option play, that's why I'm making this video early. I personally, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I can tell you that at the time of filming this, which is 12 o'clock Eastern time, that it could be a reversal at close. We got geopolitical situation going on. We have soft landing off the table. We could be, in a recessionary area, all right, with now the last thing the Fed was waiting on was jobs to take a hit. Now it's taking a hit with rising unemployment. So yeah, we have deflation coming in. We got inflation coming down, but we got unemployment going up, right? And we haven't had a correction or a recession. So there's a lot of fears, and then you put on top the geopolitical situation. So here's what could happen. By the time some of you guys see this, there could be a reversal, right? Though it's a downtrend right now, there could be a slowing down or a flattening off at closing bell, right? But remember this, geopolitical situations always ramp up on weekends. They always ramp up on weekends. And if something happens geopolitical, meaning war, then everything changes again. So we could have a reversal by close, but I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know, but I'm just making this to warn you now. Then we can turn around and have a reversal by Monday. So the reason I'm saying that is I'm not holding any options, any call options, any put options on the SPY, on the Qs, on anything. Though we made money doing call options this morning with Apple, okay? But I'm not holding anything over the weekend because I'm not risking my gains. But if you have a solid plan, you do you. So that's one of the reasons why I'm making this one early today, okay? Now, for those of you that are new to investing, take the class. I'm just going to tell you to take the class. I used to say I'm not trying to sell a class. Go find something free. Go take somebody else's class. I'm telling you to take my class because I prepare you for things like this. Especially for those of you that have it, I want you to go back to where we are in the market. Remember, boom, bust, that. I want you to go back and study that because we are ready. We've been playing this thing right. We have cash available because we did not put all of our money to work. We have cash available to buy some of these dips, okay? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, good people. I love you guys. I will keep you guys informed. We'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.